order at 7:05 p.m. Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of
Flag of the United States
of America,
to the
republic
which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Rory, do we have any public comment? He's on mute, so.
I did not receive any.
Okay, thank you, Rory. I know you're in between meetings there. Thank you. Item number 4, approve minutes of January 11th, Public Works meeting. Need a motion?
I will. Bill Stowe.
Is
I'll
there a
second.
second?
I'll second, Tom.
Seconded by Tom. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Next item, item number 5, discussion on parks and schools. Go ahead, Tom.
Parks and schools, we're just starting to really get into the grind of things. We're getting all our mowers ready and prepared. Jordan's been going through the parks, I believe, correct, Jordan? And starting to do all the assessment and what we're gonna do. Same old routine, but we will start doing the heavy lift in the upcoming weeks. Everything's under preparation right now.
Okay, good. Any questions for Tony or comments? Okay, we'll move on. Item number 6, transfers.
No, I believe we'll have transfers to discuss for accounts. I don't see any other transfers. There are a couple of mistakes that I have to deal with as far as POs being pulled out of the wrong accounts. But it's not a big deal. We'll get that straightened out.
Okay,
We did bill Board of Ed for snow this year, and they did deposit funding in our repairs and maintenance to carry us through the rest of the fiscal year, so we're in good shape there. And let's see, our seasonal account is, let me see, where are we at the seasonal account is getting a little low, but we're still okay.
there was a transfer made between this meeting and our postponed meeting, right, Tone?
Correct.
Okay, that was on
They
the,
just, they did, they wanted to put more money in each account. We weren't sure on the appropriate number. I mean, as everyone knows, February was like a month that it just didn't stop snowing. So they just took some funding to put it in both accounts to keep us going. I'm hoping we finally have reached the end of it. Let's hope. I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah, who missed it?
No.
spring's coming.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Bill, did you have a question?
No.
Okay. All right. Any other comments regarding transfers or questions? Hearing none. Financial update. You're on again, Tom.
Financial update. We just went through that.
Oh, vehicle.
The budget report.
Okay. Vehicle update.
Vehicle update. We got our refurbished truck back. It's been a godsend. It was a great investment. Did well in the last few storms that we used it. We are going to schedule the other truck in the probably a couple of weeks. We want to make sure we're out of the winter. We did get approved for another new Mason dump come July. And we're starting to go through all our spring equipment, mowers and trucks, and so have you, just prepare for spring and summer season. But
Yeah.
we did lose a transmission in one of the mason dumps for the winter.
Yep.
40, but it has since been repaired and back in service. That was a $10,000 hit.
And just on the truck that we did get back that was refurbished, I had an opportunity to take a look at it when I got back, and I have to tell you that Tracy's, I think, did a fantastic job. If you looked at that truck, you would think that you were getting something out of the showroom. I mean, the rust and everything else going along with it, they did a fantastic job. And I'm sure that when we get ready to go ahead and move forward and get the other truck done, that they will do an equally as good job. But truck really looks good. And all things being considered, with the winter that we've had, other than, your normal breakdowns, for us just to lose one transmission, I think we have to count our blessings. So
I got to tell you, our whole team is, we really take an active role. We spend a lot more time preparing, and I have to really give Chris his props. He did a great job keeping this equipment running, and that's the key. Snow is all about preparation and then executing your plan. If you're not prepared, your chances of succeeding the storm are they're low. It's a low percentage. So you got to make sure your equipment is ready for the storm. So before every storm, I will shut everything down and keep everybody in the yard going through their trucks. And as such, it really does help us when we're out there and we're dealing with the storms. So, but kudos to the whole team, because, it really is something when our whole team goes out there, and, it's like every storm, everybody goes out together, everybody comes back together, but, and the trucks stay together. So it's something special, because it's not used, those trucks are worked very hard in the snowstorm. So the team really does a phenomenal job with taking the care of operating them correctly, driving them right, and maintaining them right. So, and it goes a long way. So I just wanted to, put that on the record.
And just to go along with that, and I said this at the selectmen's meeting the other night, and I'm going to reiterate it, I'm going to say it again. Tony, your supervisors and the team, you had a hell of a winter, okay? I think you did a phenomenal job in keeping our roads open, in keeping the downtown area clean. So guys, moving forward into spring mode with the fields and getting equipment ready for brush cutting and field maintenance and so on and so forth. Please keep up the good work. Your work that you do does not go unnoticed, and I know, and I'm sure the other board members appreciate all of your efforts. So thank you.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, outstanding job, Tony. I live off of the Washington Ave area. It's nice and hilly over here, so you guys did an outstanding job. Great job.
Thank you.
Jordan, Frankie, make sure you relay that to the boys. They did an outstanding job.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, I just on another note, I kind of make it a point to get down to see Tony maybe once every week and a half. And so I was down there during one of the lunch hours. And so I reiterated my thanks on behalf of the board for the outstanding work from the crew members. So just pass that along to you. Okay, transfer station. What's going on, Tom?
Transfer station, we
Okay.
have, I believe, I haven't been down there in a while. I got to get there, but the repairs are still going on. I want to say that the compactor is finally operating satisfactorily, hasn't been broken down, which is a good sign. I have not checked the chute to make sure the panels were replaced. I know it was a work in progress. Other than that, I guess we're going to start looking at, again, we're going to dig into, Frankie and I will start deciding when we get closer to the new budget year, we have to decide our wood grinding. It's almost time of the year for that, come July. And other than that, maybe we need to make room for more millings. I did get a call today, and we have to look at if we can take more millings from our paving project. So Frankie and I will also discuss that tomorrow. But the millings we could use them now because during the winter months, we make our own asphalt. So, it's like we need it. Lord, we got enough right now, but it doesn't hurt. If we have a place to put it, it doesn't hurt us if we take it.
Right.
So other than that, we're trying to be clean and keep going and police in place. I did want to discuss with IT the need to put security cameras up there. We've had a few instances of vandalism, and then it's you got $1 million plus of equipment up there. We'd like to be able to keep an eye on it, and also it would be nice to watch the daily activity. I would love to have the option, or Frank or Jordan, to sit in our office and watch the camera, just be, the operation running. It's a huge help, I think, and it's smart. Watch the vendor and just keep an eye on things. But you got expensive equipment up there, and you want to make sure it's not getting vandalized and the place broken into. So that's something I'm working on with IT. I'm going to start requesting that stuff.
We already did it at January's meeting. We thought it was a good idea.
I haven't gotten any responses yet. And my apologies, I still haven't. I've been so busy with the snow, and I've been working on the bid for our garbage RFP. I do want to send IT an email also about new computer systems for me, Jordan, and Frankie, which I will definitely do that tomorrow. Put that on my to-do list now.
Also, we had talked about the possibility of looking into fob system for the doors down at the garage.
Right.
So, that should be included in your
Yeah.
communication to them. And hopefully we'll have some kind of answers for the next meeting, because if we don't, then I'm just going to start elevating it up, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay,
I do
work
want to
date
say
up.
they were down. He was down there today, actually.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to get that time clock done. They have a new time clock system for payroll. So they were actually down at our place today working on that. Dyer and Chris Pelosi. But they are working on the time cards and stuff. So, but again, I will ask about the other things. I'm going to send an email tomorrow.
Pretty good. Okay, work date update, director's report.
All right, my apologies. I was going to have the director's reports.
Yeah.
2 months. I'm going to table them only because I did send it this month to packet the pretty completed report for snow
Right.
for everybody to look at.
Yep.
And the spreadsheet is pretty good consensus report, and it shows you, if you look at it, people may had questions about the amounts that we go through for snow and why I asked for the money they asked for. And I just wanted to, show this report to everyone to give them a general idea. If you look at the storms, I try to be informative with them. If you look at them, it gives you the numbers of how much salt we use, the overtime hours, and a narrative on the costs. But it gives you a general idea where now you could see storm, what it costs the town, so on and so forth. And then it also gives you accountability of the salt you're putting down and the dollar amount that goes with it. This way, when we get into a position where, why do we need the transfers or more funding? Having a report like this kind of shows you why we need it. So it's just accountability for us and what we're doing.
Yeah.
And all in all, it's definitely good. It's good. This is what you should be doing if you're managing. So.
Absolutely. And, as far as your report, we had talked about that and, realizing that putting a request for proposal together is somewhat of a cumbersome task. And I think everybody will agree that that was probably a better priority than you working on your director's report. So I don't really have a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't think to be apologizing for being too busy.
Yeah. I'll have it done for next month, I promise.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, item number 11. Need a motion to discuss and take possible action on the request for quote. So somebody make that.
Yeah, I did. Rory's with us tonight. I didn't really want to, I just wanted to show you general, but I don't want to put too much of that out yet. That's kind of like in the administrative stages, the RFP. I did finish a rough draft. Me and Rory are working on the RFP for garbage and recycling that we're really working on getting it out for very soon and hopefully to get it back by July. But the little bit I think I can say is, I'm just trying to strengthen some language in there that I think will better represent the town and more specific to what we're looking for in terms of the service they provide us. Maybe, but I'm hoping by next meeting, we can talk more in detail about the language and such.
Yeah.
And I don't know, Rory could speak on that if he'd like. But I did send it to Rory and the first select woman today, as well copied you, Pat. Tomorrow meeting on it, and I'd like to bring back more information at the next meeting, the board meeting. But right now, that's probably all I could say at this time.
Yeah, I looked it over. It's pretty, it did a very good job. It's pretty detailed. It covers some of the gig items that we have previously discussed at numerous meetings. The one question that I have, and it's simply a question, I didn't see anything in there about the activities surrounding Oak Ridge and the transfer station. And is that something that needs to be in there, or?
Oak Ridge and the transfer station. You don't want to really get too specific in that area.
Okay.
Because when we do the operation, they're going to have to set trailers up at the transfer station.
Right.
And I just don't want to get it to where if we bring that up and be specific, that gives them the kind of like a hint as to, well, maybe they're running the transfer station, which they may get a little confused on pricing. You know what I mean? If they're going to have to set up trailers at our transfer station regardless. So I want them to understand that's what they do. I don't want them to think remotely that, the transfer station is their operation, and as such, you know, that they're gonna throw that into the price when they price us, give us our price.
Okay.
So when you're setting up this curbside and, you know, picking up our schools and our town buildings, well, they can't send the trucks, like, you know, they'll never finish the routes if you're gonna load a truck and run it all the way to Bristol to dump it. So they need a transfer location where they could dump the trucks and the trailers. Transfer station is where they do that.
Yep.
So anybody that takes the, you know, that operation is going to have to set up the, you know, with trailers, to dump it in the trailers, and then haul it to Covanta. And doing it in that way, that gives us an opportunity also monitor the loads and the activity that they are picking up.
Yep.
So, but I didn't really want to get too detailed on speaking transfer station. You know, it's a little bit of language in there, but it's just enough to where the trailers are going to be set up. They dump the trailers or the trucks in the trailers, and then they haul those trailers to Covanta. So I think
I mean,
it's enough where, you know, when they set it up and they look at it, it's really it's self-explanatory. You know, they know what they're going to have to do.
and I mean, just a, you know, comment that I would make. I mean, I looked at it, I kind of think you did a, you know, pretty good job, and obviously, other eyes have to look at it, you know, assistant, or excuse me, director of operations, town council for select
Yeah.
women. So,
I'll tell you
it'd
what
be
I did
nice,
get,
be nice
where I
if we
got
could
pretty.
talk
I'm sorry,
about
go ahead.
this. It'd be nice if we could discuss this in a little more detail next month.
Yep, and I'm sure we will be, but I really got detailed in, you know, making sure
I know.
the material coming into our transfer station
Yep.
from our town. That I think needed to be said, very detailed and specific.
Yep.
To where it was vague in prior contracts.
Yep.
And also I got pretty detailed on customer service. You know, where, yeah. So, you know, I've done it in my prior job, that when we had contractors in there, if you weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing, well, and we had to do it, we back charged the contractor. You know, if my guys are in there fixing what they should be doing, then we just bill it and back charge, you know, hey, well, we take it out of their invoice to the following month. So you don't want to do that, but at what point, you know, to say, hey, look, you know, we've asked for this, that, and the other thing, and we're not getting it. So we'll do it, and then we'll back charge you. Very simple. You know, it does. Money talks. So I got a little specific on that as well, but we'll talk about it more next month.
Okay, good. And Tony, what's the latest on the scale up at the transfer station?
Scale is, we're hoping to start meetings about that this week, but that's also a go. Just so the board knows, I just got the call from the first select woman. And because of our efforts and our hard work, we did very well in our budget request here. And maybe you want to talk about this, Pat. You know, you're on the board of selectmen, but we got approved for our storage building.
Yep.
We got approved for our scale, and we also got approved for another Mason dump truck come July. So they pretty much gave us everything we asked for. You know, and we're really striving to rebuild this department in a positive way. And I think everyone recognizes that, and they believe in us and they're investing in us, and you know, it is appreciated from the team. But you know, on behalf of the team, I want to say thank you to the board and the Board of Public Works for your investing in us, and we're not gonna let you down. You know, we take great pride in our department, great pride in the town. And, you know, it's more than just ourselves, it's about the people. And we can make the people happy, we're happy, so. You know, that needs to be put in the record too, and it's really sincere when I say that. From me to Frank to Jordan, it's not easy to what we can accomplish. And when you look at our work, the work speaks for itself. You know, and I would go up against anybody to argue that fact. So, and those parks are pristine in the summertime, and them roads are plowed the way they are in the wintertime. It's not, you know, it's hard work, but we go above and beyond if need be. So.
And at this point, I would concur with, you know, everything that, you know, that you've said, as far as specifics of the budget. Again, the first select woman is making her presentation to the Board of Finance tonight. When we get the final numbers, that's really the, you know, that'll tell us the story. And I don't want to put any hopes or trust other than what, you know, Tony's discussed in front of you until I see what the final numbers look like. So is there any other business to come before the board? Any of the board members have any comments you'd like to make or questions for Tony?
Keep up the good work, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
A lot of static here, but we all believe you done a great job. There's no complaints here.
Everything looks
Static
great.
over the computer, not static for you guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've had some people, residents in the town have told me that, you know, kudos to the DPW crews for keeping up with the snowstorm over the past, you know, that whole month we were getting pounded. So excellent
We were
job.
Pounded at the war, we were getting killed out there.
Yeah. So great job, guys. Honestly,
And we
really,
did it
really
with
good
no
job.
public
We were
parking.
overdue. So you guys knew it was coming.
Okay, if there is no other business, Rory, any other public comment come in?
No, sir.
Okay, Rory, thank you. With that, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Hey, you can watch my Street Outlaws now.
Motion by Quinn, seconded by Bill Stoll. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, all those abstaining. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a good month.
You're done.